Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Keeves, and today we are playing Hearts of Iron 3. We are using the BlackICE mod. Um, this is different than, or this is a total conversion mod of Hearts of Iron 3. It completely changes up the whole game, adds a whole pile of new units, adds events, commanders, all these other things. Really, really cool mod. Excellent way to play the game. I highly suggest it. So we're actually going to change the difficulty to normal. I don't want to play it on very hard. We, of course, are going to be playing as Canada because I am Canadian and this is the way it is. And everything else is going to stay the same. And we're going to start. If you don't know how to install a BlackICE mod, then fucking use Google because I'm not a goddamn tutorial. Got it? There you go. There's some reality slapping you in the face. Okay, so as Canada, we're going to completely, and this is going to look like such a radical thing to do, but we are disbanding everything except every guard unit. We're going to disband these units. Disband these units for multiple reasons, for several reasons. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I don't like how these units are set up. We don't need these units in the way that they are currently set up, and at the beginning of the game we just need the manpower. So we're going to disband all those units. We're going to look at the research queue. We're going to put the espionage at, let's say, 5. Let's do it at 5. If I can get there. You know what? Fuck it. 4.7 it is. Diplomacy at 0. Officers at, let's say, around 2. Yeah, sure. That gives us a total research of 19.27. So, these are the important things on how to play. We want to get education, which brings our leadership up. Attrition and manpower are hella important. Not too worried about supplies yet. Not too worried about that yet either. That one's important. We need that. Construction, industry. Sure, yes. Industry. This is a this is a really tough one. We do need it, but it does lower manpower. Now, Canada is one of those countries that manpower is a big, big pain in our ass. We're also going to need this one. That's really important because we're going to need eventually, where is it? There's naval underway replenishment right here. Very important. Doesn't sound important because all it gives us is range, but you'll understand later in Padawan. Um, Manpower of the mass effects or the mass events. Leadership of the broadcasting. Not really care. Don't really care about that yet. And monumental structure. Yeah, come later. It'll come later. Rocket infantry. The infantry is cheaper to build, but their ammunition is more expensive to supply. So higher supplies, cheaper to build. No, we need supplies. Supplies shortages become a thing later on. Spec Ops is important, and assault concentration is important, and then we're just gonna up these sons of bitches, because why not? Artillery direct fire. No, not really that important. Wait, no, not yet. Let's do Grand Battle Plan. Let's do Spear Strength. Let's do Great War Analysis. Do Battle Doctrine. Let's do Blitzkrieg. And that's probably enough for now. That's enough for now. Okay, the politics. Let's allow the AI to control the politics, because why the fuck not? At least for now. Intelligence. This. That. Any counter espionage, because fuck the world. Europe. Portugal. Increase the threat. So this is going to be, for the first little while, quite boring. You're gonna look at probably a good 6 years, 5-6 years. Let's pause a second. Sure, great news. Do I want revolts? No. Now, it's not that, I guess it is sort of that I'm pussying out, but it's just, they don't add anything to the game. They aren't a big enough threat to really threaten a country. They're just a hassle. They spawn in the dumbest fucking places, and you just have to move troops around just to handle them, and they're not personality effects. Yes. Scripted invasion. No. Because, no. We're going to span that unit. Alright, so, like I was saying, the game gets really, going to reduce our neutrality. I want to do a short-term investment. We want to here we go. Army focus. Seaport level 1. Thank you. BlackICE start. We're gonna put it in normal. And recruitment policy. We're gonna do balancing approach. Okay. The reason why I am doing this very much is that look at our monthly gain on manpower. It's very low. Very, very low, actually. Our manpower is tough. Mounted rifle, light horse, cane scouts. Sorry, guys. I see that you're really important to Canada, but what else? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Canada is a very boring country to play for the first X number of years. The reason being, oh right, I forgot trade, automate trade. Yes. The reason is with the BlackICE mod, they changed it so that everything is. They changed the stats of everything. They changed how everything works. They added new units. They changed new units. They changed everything around. So, um, essentially, what we need to do in order to be able to cross the ocean as a country, or move our troops across the ocean, uh, we need to have the ships to do it. Now we have the liners, which are basically converted passenger ships, right? Converted ocean liners like this up here. We need to make assault crafts. Now assault crafts have a base range of 1,500 kilometers. We're going to be going over here and invading Portugal. That means we need a base range of 2,400 kilometers. In order to do that, we're looking at least 1940 to 1942-ish. Hopefully sooner. Hopefully. Maybe. So that being the case, it's kind of racing against time. The entire, like, I cannot attack any of the countries down here, because you'll notice that they'll say independence guaranteed by the US. A lot of them, most of them, except Cuba and Dominican Republic and Ecuador. Yeah. Last game I played, they still got the independence guaranteed by the US, but we'll see how things are in this round. Maybe I can get away with it. Anyways, regardless, even if they are, our assault troops won't be able to go there. And if we have fleet basing rights, for some reason, we can't, or, sorry, even if we use diplomacy to be able to get transit rights, we can get access to their land, but for some stupid reason we can't dock our ships at their land, so there's no like basing rights or anything like that. I cannot skip from the US over to Cuba if I'm going to war with Cuba. So we got a number of years before Canada can even leave our shores. Now the reason why I'm saying that, if I join the Allies, or the Axis or whoever, right, the Soviets, doesn't matter who it is, I can use their bases, and I can dock at their places, but I am going completely solo. And because I'm going completely solo, that makes everything... yes, we'll sign the treaty, because why not? Because I'm going solo, what this means is... I'm actually going to do this as well. Spanish Republic, increase the threat of the Spanish Republic. Why not? Alright, I haven't done anything here yet. We need to make some divisions. Because I've just been dicking around doing nothing with my industrial complex. Actually, we're going to, before we do any of that, increase the industrial capacity. industrial capacity is being used. Uh, so yeah, like I was saying, it's going to take some time to be able to get our troops across the area. I'm going completely neutral. I'm not joining any of the powers, the groups, or anything like that. This is a Canadian imperialistic campaign. That's exactly what we're doing. We're expanding the wonderful land of Canada, of free flowing maple syrup and uh, wonderful. Oh, fuck you, Haiti, stealing our blueprints, you dicks. Um, and other things, I guess. So what I'm going to try and do, our biggest thing is we need to get our neutrality down. By far the biggest thing. That's most important, easily. Um, and we can do that by doing covert operations against other countries. The more covert operations we do, the faster that neutrality goes down. As you can see, it drops by about 0.6 or so every month. Small arms. Worth it. Prepare for war. Yes. So our main goal is every day to bring our neutrality down through a series of things. I don't know what I'm saying. That's right. So because of that, we don't care what happens in Spain. They will die eventually anyways. Lowering our neutrality as quickly as possible gives us the benefit of two things. Um, as soon as we can declare war, it increases our manpower. More manpower. We get, well, actually, we get a monthly gain of 3.4 manpower now, which is a lot better than it was, which is nice. Dominican Republic, you fucking cunts. So yeah, like I said, first bit of time here is going to be slow and boring. Um, so what I'm going to do, because we're going to have at least six years of pretty much nothing, I'm just going to basically be um, teching up, building stuff. I'm going to give you an idea of what my troops are going to be like, because I'm going to build some troops. So I'm going to do Division HQ. Oh, right, Division HQ. I already got one of those. Marines, infantry. Do we need mixed support? Yeah, let's do mixed support. Artillery, engineer, and that's it for now. Gives us a combined arms of 18%. Not bad. Mostly infantry, so we got a lot of soft attack. Not a whole lot of hard attack. Not a whole lot of piercing attack. I actually might drop that engineer for an anti-tank. Yeah, there we go. That gives us a lot more hard attack. So Marines infantry with mixed support, artillery, and anti-tank. It's pretty nice. It gives us, we have air attack, we have piercing, we have hard attack. As we skill up, those are going to get better. We have pretty much zero defense armor-wise. You know, we don't have a lot of tough or defensiveness, but for the most part, it's pretty sweet. Very soft. Very soft. But combined arms is pretty damn good. Actually, 18%, we can do better. Why don't we just drop the mix support? We do anti-tank and engineer. Yeah, it's not as much hard attack, but considering where a lot of our fighting is going to be, that's actually pretty good. Going to give us 17,850 troops. Yeah. Build cost is not too bad. And that gives us a combined arms of 18%. Shit. So I want to build 9 more of those, so 10 altogether. There we go. Cool. Cool. So yeah, I'm not going to kind of keep you here having to watch this quite boring gameplay, because the game doesn't really ramp up until you get into war. So your first number of years is very slow. It's building up your position, you know, as Canada is really slow. These guys pretty much have everything I wanted here. Cool. So we're going to keep these guys. That's right. They are reserve units, but that's okay. El Salvador, you shit. So yeah. As Canada, very, very slow. If you were playing the British or the French or the Germans or Italians or Soviets at this time, it's a lot more running around. But yeah, as it is now, it's not too amazing. So I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to stop. Well, I'm going to kind of stop it here, I guess. But we'll come back when things kick out and things are actually happening. And yeah, this is kind of the intro to how things are going to go on. I know it's been um, 25 minutes, but you kind of give an introduction on how I'm approaching this game. This play style. I'm bringing my neutrality down as quick as I can. We're dropping at, yeah, about point 0.6, point zero, sorry, 0.05, 0.06 per month. Um, we are disbanded all our troops in Canada because I don't really care about them right now. We have no major threats. Don't have to worry about the U.S. I'd rather have that manpower now than have to worry about keeping the attrition of those troops um, dealt with later. So we're also building our industrial capacity up. We are, yeah, we're just kind of preparing ourselves, sort of getting the stuff all sorted, building up our industrial capacity, um, reducing our neutrality, getting some troops later on, upping our technology in the way that it needs to be. Yeah, that's it. So, um, so be it for the kind of introduction one. The next video is going to be um, when I start kicking things off. So everything from now to when I start the war is going to be, I'm just going to cut it out because it's really going to be boring. It's a lot of just kind of sitting here clicking okay, changing skills and fucking doing all that. It's going to be boring as hell. But once the war starts, that's when, I'll be building troops and everything like that. But once the war starts, that's when everything really starts kicking out. So I will stop it here, and thank you all for watching. I will see you again next one. Bye-bye.